Not many of you know that we got a new machine. We got the Creami, the Ninja Creami. We got the Creami. Let me show you how we make our desserts. Now, I'm just going to tell you, everybody makes things differently their own way. Yeah, you can take the can of pineapple and stick it in here and freeze it and then make an amazing pineapple sorbet. It is delicious. I have tried it. I have not tried the Fairlife milk. Don't even bother telling me it's good, because I know it's going to be good, because everything that we put in these things is good. So what do I make in my Creami? Now, you have to think of my philosophy. I am into the whole food. I am not into protein shakes. I'm not into things that have weird ingredients. I am into whole foods. Marionberries, whole milk, whipping cream, real vanilla. And let's get going. Oh, organic cane sugar. So let me show you how I am going to make one of our favorite desserts in the Creami machine. So first, I take probably a third full of the Marionberries, and we just mash it up. So this is about what you want in the bottom. And you're gonna put in half a cup of, I use organic cane sugar. Use whatever you want, and always make sure you get every last drop, right? You're gonna put some vanilla extract. However much you want, I'm not gonna judge. Although too much, it's not gonna taste very good. You're gonna fill it full of some milk. Now you do have a fill line. You do have a freeze line, right? And then you gently stir that up. Now you see, I'm still not at the freeze line, so I just put it down and I add cream to get to the freeze line. Don't ask me for measurements. I'm just winging this, and it turns out all the time. I need to start making notes, because some of these things I want to duplicate and I can't, but this one tastes good all the time. Now, I use Marionberries. You can use blackberries. You can use red raspberries, golden raspberries, black raspberries. You can use strawberries, any fruit, any fruit. And that is it. I'm gonna cap it. You're gonna label it. And then you're gonna put it in the freezer for 24 hours. And it can go with all your other creations. We have mint, vanilla, birthday cake, another Marionberry surprise, and another mint. So there you go. That is my quickest way of making ice cream, and it will be ice cream in 24 hours. Now you know what I know, and I gotta clean up the kitchen. You didn't think I was gonna leave you hanging like that, did you? No, we're gonna make it. My husband's not here, so do not tell him that I am doing this, because it is kind of like a, ooh, we always have to do this together. It's kind of like an hour thing. Like, it's kind of like a couple's night, right? So this is the Creami machine. This is the little container that holds this guy, and it's really simple. All you're gonna do is turn it on. It's gonna tell you to install. I will tell you, the one thing that you are going to want to make sure is there are two sizes. There's an old one that's 16 ounces, and there's a bigger one, this one, that's 20 ounces. This is the 20-ounce container. The 20-ounce container and the 16-ounce container do not fit in each other. You will literally burn up your machine if you put the 16-ounce in the 20-ounce container contraption. Don't ask me how I know that. I didn't do it, but I do know somebody that did. So you put the lid on, you put it in, you twist it up, you hit full, and I always do ice cream. I just always do ice cream. And you wait, and it's gonna do magic. Now, after the funnest 2-minute carnival ride ever, you're going to release it, bring it down, pop off the lid, and inspect. It's a little bit icy, just a little bit. I'm going to send it through one more time. Now, you could also add a little dab of milk to it if you wanted to make it really creamy. I'm just going to send it through. And with that, you put it up, you hit full, and you hit respin, just like that. And it's going to do another 2 minutes. Okay, it's just stopped again, so I'm going to release, bring it down, check it. It's perfect. It's very few times that I've had to respin, but there you go. And that is what it looks like. Now, this is where you can turn around and you can put mix-ins in, and you throw them right down the center right there, and you mix everything in. And then you put it back in here, and you hit the mix-in feature, and it evenly distributes everything that you've put in. With this one, I would use white chocolate chips. I would grind up white chocolate chips into little bits, and then I would throw them in. However, there are a few things that you have to do if you have one of these machines. You take a clean, warm cloth and you clean this immediately after you've done it. Why, you might say? Because if you don't, the milk and gook that gets on there starts to smell the machine. We've had this machine for probably 2 months now. And as you know, I inspect everything and I watch all the videos. I've had a couple people ask me about it. And they've also asked me how I know so much about it since I just got it. And I'm like, my husband likes, well, she watched about 30 videos before. And I've taken bits and pieces from everybody's good experiences and bad experiences, and I have put them all together and figured out how to best use the machine. Always make sure you clean this down here. Every once in a while, I run a empty container with just water and a little bit of soap through it to get up and down so that the whole shaft of it gets clean. But mostly, you just spin and eat. This is probably the most dangerous machine I've ever had in this house. And this is why. Yeah. Because it's literally delicious. Now, the other thing that you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you rinse this immediately. You rinse this side and you take the blade out and you rinse the blade and wash the blade really good. Then, when you're drying it, you're going to want to make sure you shake the water out because water does collect in this little head right here, this little cover. Water collects in there, and you're going to want to make sure you shake it really good and you get it really dry. Now, about making the different versions of ice cream, what could you actually do? Now, what you just saw was how I make my fruit-based ice cream. Not sorbet, ice cream. I'm going to show you now how I make my regular ice cream, my absolutely amazing ice cream that is oh so good. I put 2 ounces of cream cheese. I don't measure, I just estimate, which is very unlike me. I usually measure everything, but nope, I'm just going free willy on this one. Or free lily, or free whatever. I'm just going with it. Hold on, I gotta get the sugar and all the other ingredients. We're gonna put dabs of milk in each one. I'm not measuring, I'm just putting. We're just going to use this and then I'll go get the other container. Then we're going to put little less than half a cup of sugar in each one. So each one is a 2 servings. Well, for us, it's about probably 4 servings, but don't ask questions and we won't tell. Little less than half a cup in each one. Just keep going. I'm going to choose the one with the pink lid, so remind me, to be the vanilla. And I'm just going to put in vanilla. Just a little bit. This has alcohol in it, so the more you put, the softer your finished product is going to be. And then hang on, we're going to put some vanilla bean in there. Now, the container that has the blue lid, I'm going to put 3 drops of peppermint doTERRA essential oil, okay? We've been experimenting because our peppermint extract really makes it soupy and soft. It does never really get hard. So we did 2 drops. Now we're going to do 3. And then on the green one, I'm going to do 4. And I'm going to label the lids because this is the experiment. If you're like me and you like this stuff so much, you start buying milk and whipped cream from Costco. Remember those vanilla beans I save after I've used everything in them? You know, making extract? Yeah, this is what I use some of them for. Slice it down the middle, pull out the caviar, and put it inside. It's really that easy. Let's keep going. Take your immersion blender and blend it all up. Just trust me, each one, do them separately. Then top each one with cream till you reach the freeze line and gently stir it to combine. Then label and stick it in the freezer for 24 hours. It's that simple. Now you know what I know. And this is very dangerous. I'm just going to warn you. Public service announcement, dangerous.